Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. This is the second in the set of 3 group energy healings called the January 2024 Triplet set. And we are continuing with the theme that we'll do this whole month of positive change, confidence, and purpose, which is especially fun, I think, to do in January, but you can do it anytime. And I do have a lot of good stuff for this healing prepared. Thank you for my confirmation. All right, thanks for my confirmations. All right, so today, thank you for your surveys. I did read all of them, unless you filled one out in like the last hour, but other than that, I read them all. So thank you very much. And we're going to repeat the shoulder points. We did some traditional Chinese medicine unblocking of traditional Chinese medicine points, acupuncture points in meridians that go through the shoulders. And I think that was nice. We're going to repeat healing and repairing things that you have which generate gold light, parts of your energy system that generate gold light, namely creative rings, also manifestation wings. We did that last time, so we'll do a quick repeat of creative rings and manifestation wings, and we'll add gold mesh spheres of your Wei Qi auras. We'll just quickly repair those two, just so that you're generating a lot of gold light within you to kind of supercharge your self-healing. And for positive change, and I think it would help confidence and purpose, actually, we're going to do, I don't want to talk about it too much, but we're going to clear different energies that impact you. So yeah, I'll keep the preview short. But yeah, I have a lot prepped to do, so I'm excited. We're going to clear a lot, and hopefully it'll be nice, and the effects will be centering. You from Chicago can see and hear you, 34 and cloudy. Yeah. We got actually below freezing last night. We had to drip all the faucets. I didn't hear much echo from the past live stream, so I can't tell. Okay. Yeah, it's on and off. Okay. Trying to think if I need to preview anything else, but no, I think we're just gonna go for it. So I'll do my little 3 minutes of quiet. Oh, and somebody said that they don't like the typing noise that I make when I type, you know, like the laptop sound. So I don't know, there's a slim chance that it's less obvious now because I'm using sound filters, but if not, what you could do is clear your inner baggage that triggers when you hear the typing sound. You know, whenever you are triggered by something in life that you can't get to stop, you know, like I'm triggered by mornings, or I'm triggered by having to go to work, I'm triggered, you know, by some sound that I can't stop, you know, like car sounds, and I live by a road, you know, line up your inner baggage that triggers when you hear those sounds, and you clear them over time, more and more and more and more and more, so that you can hear the sound without whatever unpleasant old baggage gets triggered when you hear the sound. Because it's not exactly the sound that's upsetting you, or whatever external stimulus, it's that external stimulus triggers old baggage within you, and then you potentially have a very real and very unpleasant reaction to the sound, or to whatever external event is happening. So anyway, long story short, I'm not sure that I can make the typing sound quieter, and I do need to type. but you can let me know if the typing sound is quieter. Okay, so we'll just do 3 minutes of quiet or so as I finish my prep and say hi telepathically to the 130 people that I'll be healing. And towards the end of that quiet, I'll go like that. That's how you know that I've started the healing. And then soon after that, I will talk out loud and say what I'm doing as I'm doing the healing. So you could use that as a self-healing walkthrough if you wish, and heal yourself as you listen. Okay, thanks for waiting. So when you heal yourself, you can use a copy out in front of you of your energy system, and you use gold light from your hands to heal yourself. You have a big hand chakra in the palm of each hand and a chakra in each fingertip. So you set those to a metallic gold color like this glitter, and that way the energy they generate as they spin is metallic gold, and you don't have to be able to see it. It's more of an intention or a thought. I mean, seeing is optional. And your clairvoyance, your ability to see energy, can grow with time, so you don't really have to worry about it. And so comb through your auras, and you have 17 auras. Comb through all of those and comb out any kind of frenetic buzziness. Just wash it out of your space. Recreate your groundings. Make them both big and wide as all your auras. So about as wide as, if you were to spread out your hands. And red or orange or yellow grounding. And its grounding is plural, as in two, one for your physical body energy system and one for your astral body energy system. Make them both the same color, so both red groundings, both orange groundings, or both yellow groundings. And you want to unblock your grounding. Use gold light from your hands. Find the blocks in your groundings and melt them away with the gold light. And you can find them with your intention or your imagination, your vision. Just stack them up and melt them away with gold light. And also unblock the bottom of all your auras. So all your auras, they wrap all the way around you, including underneath you. So right in this whole area, it's very important to have good flow, because otherwise, even if your grounding is flowing nicely all around, it'll create too much tension and it'll make it hard to release. So unblock the bottom part of all your auras. And unblock your auras above your head. And unblock your chakras. Your major chakras are along your spine. You have 7 major chakras along your spine. 7 is in the top of your head, and it's oriented this way. Ideal color is purple. Chakra shape is open cylinder. So purple, rainbow system, I would say, is the most useful. So first chakra, red. Second chakra, orange. Third, yellow. Fourth, green. Light blue, deep blue, purple. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the energy centers are oriented this way. Oriented this way, so round opening in the front and round opening in the back. So especially unblock the back of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back here behind your spine. And unblock your auras behind your lower back. Back of 3 is there, back of second chakra is there, back of first chakra is there. So unblock the backs of those chakras, the round openings, unblock them so they can release off the back. but then also just you can get your aura layers too compressed. And so you want to just keep melting away the hardness so that the aura layers expand again and have good flow. So I'm unblocking the auras, especially behind the lower torso, behind your third, second, and first chakras. And then the back of your grounding, unblock the back of your grounding as it goes all the way down to the core of the earth. You would bring your grounding up high as your third chakra, where your sternum bone ends, right there. Unblock the seventh chakra in the top of the head. Seventh chakra is very important for our theme, very important for every day of your life. Seventh chakra is largely responsible for confidence and purpose. So I'm going to extra unblock that one on the top of your head. So that means, it's like oriented this way. And so especially unblock that around the round openings. Later, there'll be a detailed healing summary with timestamp links in the comment section. Okay, so now we're going to work non-resistance, clearing energy blocks that cause you to be in resistance. Resistance is not a positive thing in the way I'm using it. Some people use resistance to mean like strength and not bowing to oppression. But that's not the way I'm talking about it. I'm talking about non-resistance as in like a way of being centered and having really good flow and not, like clutching within you and, compounding all your flow problems. So non-resistance. And so I noticed that somebody, their energy wasn't unblocking. The chakras weren't unblocking as much as ideal because they had too much resistance. Energy blocks triggered that were making them, or energy blocks in general that were making them sort of clench up. So now we're going to do it. That was sort of explaining, so now we'll do. All right, so just line up the energy blocks that are causing you to be in resistance, or you can imagine them in big piles, and melt these energy blocks that are causing you to have inner resistance. And just melt them away with gold light. Other people could be cording them. If so, just use extra gold light, bring up red earth energy, melt any cords going into the piles of energy blocks. You can blow up the blocks too if you're healing yourself, or melt them with gold light. So again, put out in front of you copies of any energy blocks you have, any baggage you have that causes you to be in resistance. Just line all that up out in front of you. Say, angels, is it okay to clear all this? And then just go ahead and melt it away. So clearing avoidance is similar. I noticed someone I was watching, the non-resistance clearing helped, but not as much as it could have, because they had all this stuff put to the side that they were like determined to avoid on a subconscious level. So now we will clear avoidance. So just line up all the baggage that you're avoiding right now within you, and say, angels, is it okay to clear all this? And that way they'll take away whatever's not healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. So whatever's left over, this is baggage you're avoiding, but it's really going to be helpful for you to clear it. So if it's too uncomfortable for you, put it far away from you, but still blow it up or still melt it with gold light. You can put like a little gold fence or a bunch of gold flowers in between you and whatever you're avoiding if you wish, a gold curtain so you can even see it. But the point is to melt it away. Do yourself a favor, just melt it away, because you really can't avoid something unless you clear it. I mean, you're trying to avoid it, but it's sort of like self-torture because it's still in your space. So again, put more out in front of you. It could be far out in front of you that you're trying to avoid, inner baggage you're trying to avoid, or stuff that's in your space you're trying to avoid. You say, angels, is it healthy and gentle to clear all this right now? And then just go ahead, whatever's still there, clear it. Just melt it away with gold light, blow it up. If there's energy that's still there that hasn't cleared, just wrap it up in lots of gold light, give it to your angels. Angels, can you help me with this? All right, good job. Good job at clearing avoidance. All right. Okay, so I have a lot of abbreviations there. So what we're going to do next is we did like 2/3 of it also on the Friday healing 2 days ago. But it's about generating gold light within you, generating as much as you could possibly need, which is really good because it'll kind of fuel your self-healing when you don't have time to focus on it consciously. And it can just make you grow faster in a gentle way. So you generate gold light through your creative rings, being in good shape, through your manifestation wings, which are behind you. When they're in good shape, they look like big gold wings, like angel wings. And also from your weight sheet auras. You have 15 of those, and each of those has a set of 3 gold mesh spheres within them that if they're in good shape, they're not ripped up, they're all cleaned off, they generate a lot of gold light too and send it inward towards some of your physical body meridians, and just in general, it just creates a nice gold force field around you in that Wei Qi aura. Wei Qi auras are for strong boundaries. So those three things. So GMS at the end there, that's gold mesh spheres. Gold mesh spheres of your Wei Qi auras. So that was explaining. So now we're doing. So we'll start with creative rings. 3 gold rings above you. 3 gold rings above you. You just make a copy of those out in front of you and repair them with lots of gold light. Wash them off, unblock them. They can be shattered, cracked. They can just have a lot of gunk sort of stuck to them. So just use so much gold light that all that stuff melts away and repairs. Your rings repair. You can use sticky gold wax all around and inside your creative rings to stick to anything that's not you, including cords, beings, devices, people, blah, blah, blah. And just move out the wax and the junk and give that to your angels. Angels, here you go. And do a little extra repair now that some of that junk is gone. Again, sticky gold wax, your creative rings. Have it stick to everything that's not you. That's good to get rid of right now. Move that out. Give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Make sure you're melting cords from other people and from invasive beings. You can say too, your angels, if there are any invasive beings messing with my creative rings, can you please recycle them? And just breathe for a little bit while your angels do that. Do you have the healthy beverage? You can like sort of tap them, your creative rings, and have them, if they're cleared off enough and free of cords and functioning enough, you can have them sort of ring like a bell when you tap them. And if they are messed up and still corded and damaged and burdened, then they could sound more like me, you know, like if you're hitting a bell but there's like something clamping it, it won't ring. So you can sort of do a sound test like that on your creative rings if you want. You might have stuff just sitting on top of your creative rings, like dumped energy. So you can melt that away. Okay, good enough. So manifestation wings is what we're doing now. So like I said, those are behind you. They attach to your astral body right about here. And that's where they get what I call starter energy. It's just some of the energy naturally flowing down your shoulder energy channels. They get that and it sort of starts them up. And then they generate their own energy, which is gold. And So you just want to unblock them and clear them off enough and repair them if needed. Remove any hard objects, remove anything sort of like stuck in the back right there. You can have a lot of junk kind of jammed in right up against your shoulders, between your back of your shoulder and the front of the manifestation wings, so like right in there. So you can sticky gold wax that area. You're right up against your body, your upper torso, and manifestation wings. Just sticky gold wax. Get all that junk out. Angels, here you go. Sticky gold wax. Get all that junk out. Angels, here you go. Sticky gold wax your whole manifestation wings, both sides. Have the wax stick to anything that's not you, that's healthy and gentle to get rid of, and move it out. Angels, here you go. Just be aware of how much energy your manifestation wings are generating, and if you feel like that's enough or not, just keep on blocking until they are generating enough. Enough not just to get through your day, but to manifest positive change, like positive, like enough that you're surprised, like, wow, that's really cool. So you generating the wow, that's really cool level of positive change. Not cool for others, but cool for you. You want to be able to surprise yourself with what you manifest in a positive way. Okay, so that's good enough with that. So now, gold mesh spheres of your Wei Chi auras, which I just explained at the start of this Generate Gold section. So your 15 Wei Chi auras, each one of those has 3 gold mesh spheres, the innermost, the middle, and the outermost. Wraps all the way around you. And so you want to repair them. Wash them off with so much gold light that any rips repair. Any hard objects melt away. Especially if you're prone to head pain, headaches, or like chronic pain, like chronic shoulder pain, chronic back pain, chronic knee pain. Gold mesh spheres are potentially really beneficial for you to just consistently work. And so you have 45 of them really, because each of your 15 Wei Chi auras has an inner, middle, and outer, but you can repair them all at once. All right. Good job on that one. Woohoo. Okay. So clearing your own control issue baggage. So control issues is something that it's easy to not know that you have or not know what your control issues are. And it's more likely that people that spend hours and hours each day with you are going to be more aware of what your control issues are, what kind of you need to have like just right and just so, you know, or what you need to like fix or correct immediately. It's kind of like a little bit of like OCD, maybe. But control issues can also be, very subtle. So you really don't know you have them, but, like I said, maybe your partner knows or somebody who grew up with you knows or something. But it wastes a lot of energy. And the problem sometimes is not so much the control issues. Like, for example, say you have to have your countertops clean, and that's like a control issue of yours. They have to be clean. Like you can't, if they're dirty, you're going to stop what you're doing and just clean them. So that's a control issue. But is it really all that bad? Because now you always have clean counters, which is pretty fantastic, But so the problem is more the baggage, the inner baggage that gives you the control issues, because that wastes a lot of energy. It's like an inner resistance, and it just kind of short circuits your flow and your focus on, things that are more fulfilling for you, like, your confidence, your purpose, your positive change, and all that stuff. It makes you overly rigid, and it just wastes energy and time. And it can make it harder for other people to be around you, but you might not realize. So that's control issue baggage. And so we're going to work on clearing it. But it can be like it's just old trauma or something, old fears, old, even past life baggage, or just energy that has been dumped on you from family members, like burdens that you're carrying that you don't know are there, but how it makes you feel is it makes you a little more rigid and controlling. And it can be controlling of your environment, like cleaning your counters all the time, or it could be controlling of people around you, or your pets, or your plants, or your belongings, or your car, or something. So obviously, being controlling with people around you, that can actually even be bad karma at that level. And, it just complicates your relationships with other people. And it's just a waste of your energy to be controlling of others. It takes away energy and flow that could be put towards your confidence, your purpose, and your positive change. So I wanted to mention, though, that sometimes, I mentioned that, some of the inner baggage causing control issues could be like abuse baggage. I don't know if I mentioned it, but so, you could have been through traumatic events in this life or past lives or both, and that you haven't cleared all the baggage from that. And so it causes you to, like things just so, or, want people to act around you in a certain way and not in other ways. And And there is some level of, controlling your environment that isn't especially unhealthy, like cleaning your counters, or, something like that. Making sure your bills are paid, maybe that makes you have less anxiety, and it's a good habit anyway, so, that's not so terrible. But like we said, it's the inner trauma baggage that is the problem. But there's this thing about owning your own power, and being self-assertive in your life. And so if you have this abuse baggage or whatever kind of baggage is giving you control issues, it can be kind of confusing because you're not sure if you're being controlling in that negative way, or you're just owning your own power and being self-assertive and, clearing punishment out of your space and standing up for yourself on a, subconscious level. Being strong. What's the difference between being strong and having control issues? So clearing the inner baggage, because you can kind of like sit there and nitpick yourself, and it doesn't, it probably isn't that helpful. It's just clear a bunch of baggage. Keep clearing your baggage so that you can own your power, in a clean, empowered way, but also you're clearing your control issues. So, but I just wanted to point out that, yes, that can be confusing. Am I just owning my own power, or am I a control freak about with people around me or with my environment or whatever? And sometimes, control freak obviously is a heavy term, but, am I being controlling in that sort of a unhealthy way, or am I just owning my own power? So, but anyway, we'll clear baggage, and that, gets in the way of your clarity on that, and just, worst case, just clear all the baggage you can around the issues, and then you'll be better off than you were, for sure. Okay, so that's explaining. All right. So I put own your power, OYP, there too, because we're going to clear baggage around all of it, so that you can own your power but not have unhealthy control issues. Okay, so just you can make a big gold blanket out in front of you if that makes it easier, and then put all the baggage on the blanket. So make a big gold blanket out in front of you if you want, and then put all your control issue baggage that you have, whether or not you're aware of it, just dump it out in front of you. That gives you control issues, unhealthy control issues. And just put all that out in front of you and say, angels, is it okay to clear all this right now? Is it healthy and gentle to clear all this right now? That way your angels will remove whatever's a little too much to do right now. And then you can melt it all with gold light or blow it up if you're healing yourself. So one more time. And if you need to just breathe or reground for a second. So a lot of times this control issue stuff, it's pretty deep baggage. So you want to make sure you're doing it at a nice pace and you're centering yourself as you're doing it. So just unblock your grounding, unblock maybe your spine. That's always nice and centering. Unblock your spine, unblock your groundings. All right, so let's do it again. Big gold blanket out in front of you, put on it your inner baggage that causes you to have control issues, unhealthy control issues. Any inner baggage causing you to have unhealthy control issues. And say, angels, is it healthy and gentle to clear all this? And whatever's left over, that it is healthy and gentle to clear, so just go ahead and melt it away with gold light or blow it up. And if it's not clearing, make sure you're melting cords from other people going into the baggage. And if any of it didn't clear, you can just hand it to your angels. Angels, can you help me with this? A couple deep breaths. Breathe into your toes. Wiggle your toes. Again, unblock your spine. All the way down to your sacrum bone. Your legs, your groundings. Unblock the bottoms of your auras. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time. Just a big gold blanket out in front of you. Put on it copies of any of your inner baggage causing control issues on any level. Doesn't matter if you're not aware of them, that's okay. Just put the baggage out in front of you, causing you to have unhealthy control issues. And then say, angels, is it okay to clear all this right now? And then whatever's left over, that would be a yes. So just go ahead and clear it. Lots of gold light. And anything that's not clearing, make sure you're melting cords going into it from you and other people. And anything that's still there, just wrap it up in lots of gold light. You can use the gold blanket to wrap it up and just hand it to your angels. Angels, here we go. Couple deep breaths. Breathe into your pelvic bones, your legs, your feet. So, big old blanket out in front of you. Put onto it any inner baggage that you have that prevents you from owning your own power. So in a healthy way, self-assertive, just, like clearing out punishment that's in your space, just taking care of yourself, being strong in a healthy, flowing way. So any baggage in the way of you owning your own power, just put that out in front of you. Any baggage in the way of you owning your own power in a healthy way, healthy, empowered way. And say, angels, is it okay to clear all this right now? And that way, whatever's left is good to do right now. And just use lots of gold light. So this is that OYP part, own your power. We're melting away baggage in the way of you owning your power in a healthy way. So let's do that one more time. A couple deep breaths. Unblock your spine, unblock your sacrum, unblock your grounding. And put out in front of you a big gold blanket. Put on the blanket any inner baggage you have in the way of you owning your own power in a healthy way. So being self-assertive, taking good care of yourself, getting rid of punishment and dumped energy and burdens in your space. Any baggage in the way of you owning your own power. And then just say, angels, is it okay to clear all this? And then whatever's left, that's a yes. It is good to clear right now. So go ahead, use gold light. Melt it away. If it's not clearing, you can just wrap it up in gold light and give it to your angels. Angels, where you go. All right. Good job. Woohoo. So clearing two big blocks, I think that's always good to do. So let's do that. So two big blocks are energy blocks that could be triggered right now. They don't have to be triggered right now, but definitely all the ones that are triggered right now. And two big blocks are just, they don't clear, because you have great flow. They're just still around because maybe they're glued together with your resistance or someone's cording, whatever. So just pile out in front of you all your 2 big blocks and just bring up red earth energy, soak in red earth energy. Use gold light to melt cords going into them from other people, or from you. And then use so much gold light. You can say, angels, is it okay to clear all this? And then just go ahead and melt it on. The gold light tends to melt all that resistance and other people's energy away, so then the blocks clear more easily. So again, any 2 big blocks that you have triggered or just bothering you on any level, put them out in front of you, bring up red earth energy, soak them in the earth energy, use gold light, and melt away cords going into them. So angels, is it okay to clear all these right now? Any that are left over, go ahead and clear them. A couple deep breaths. All right, great job. Little celebratory butterflies there. Okay. So you might at some point stay in a place that, is not your permanent home. So maybe you haven't cleared it out enough, cleaned the energy enough. Maybe you're staying at a friend's house. Maybe you're working at a friend's place. Maybe you're like you're visiting a different office and working there temporarily. Maybe you're whatever. There's times when you're in a place that you haven't worked the energy enough. You haven't cleaned it out enough. So it's kind of not up to your normal standards of like how nice, how safe, how clear of invasive beings you would like a space to be. For example, in a hotel room, maybe good hotels, I think, do have people, at least subconsciously, that really reset the room and they clear out everybody's baggage and invasive energies from the room. But, you can always ask your angels to clear out any space. And it's, I think, especially helpful if you're staying in a place that is not 100% owned by you. Like, for example, if it's a hotel room or a relative's home or something, or some place that you own with other people or rent. If you rent it, then there's an official owner that's not you. Or you're talking about common areas, like you own a condo, but then there's the property and the hallways and the elevator and whatever. And that's a communal space, then you're not the sole owner of it. So you can get into a little trouble spiritually if you're clearing out a place that you're not the only owner of, unless you have permission from all the owners. So, you can always just ask your angels to clean out the space when in doubt. So we're going to do, I'm not going to clear out the spaces because I think this is good for you to just practice. And I'll make sure that all the telepathic participants are doing this. Asking their angels to clear out these spaces for them. So that's explaining. So now we will do. It's pretty easy. You just say, angels, can you please clear out wherever I'm staying right now? If that's your home, if it's somebody else's home, if it's a hotel, whatever. Angels, can you please clear out this place? As much as possible. That way your angels handle all the diplomacy issues and permissions and whatever. Okay, and then angels, can you please clear out my workplace? Maybe you work from home, so it's like a specific part of the house, or maybe you work somewhere else. You know, it's a whole office, it's owned by somebody else. So angels, can you please clear out my workplace? And angels, can you please clear out my sleeping space? So clear out, what does that mean? Well, your angels know what it means, but just so you know what it means, it could include clearing out invasive beings. It could include clearing out relatives' energy, clearing out, people's sort of baggage that they accidentally dump there, like depression energy, anxiety, whatever. So energy from other people. Just whatever. That is... not ideal for the environment. Your angels can clear it out in most cases. Okay, good job. Okay, so now we're going to heal and unblock shoulder points, which we did do 2 days ago as well. So it's just traditional Chinese medicine meridians that, maybe they start in your finger or something and they go all the way up to here, but the points that go, the part of the meridian that goes through your shoulders and the little energy centers or acupuncture points within that part, the part that's on your shoulders, I think it's extra helpful to repair and unblock those. To physically help your shoulder tension release, but also to just open up your energy flow in your shoulders, your arms, and your upper chakras, and it can help you in many ways, not just physical tension relief. Like with manifesting, with you just being more checked in and more productive. So that was explaining, even though I didn't say that. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to do so I wrote out right there with the labeling, the points that we're doing on the specific meridians. So the first shoulder points that I like to do are in that, it's like a dark green, teal green, kind of blue-green meridian. If you count out from the center of your head, there's that one that in the diagram is gray, which is your GV, governing vessel meridian. You count out from that, then that's the orange line there, that's your urinary bladder meridian. Count out from that, that's the gallbladder meridian. That's the one that I'm going to be working, just the points at the base of the skull. The upper one is 19, the lower one at the base of the skull is 20, and then the meridian continues forward a little bit to your shoulder, so it goes 19, 20, 21. So that from 20 to 21, as it goes down your neck towards the front of your shoulder, that's your shoulder swoop, 19, 20, 21. So that's the area that we're working. And you can have a lot of compressed energy really in any of those points near the base of your skull. I'm specifically working those gallbladder meridian points 19, 20, and then 21 right there in the front of your shoulder. And then your aura's around there. So 19, 20, 21. So right, this whole shoulder sweep area right there. And then your aura's around there. Your intention is you want to clear what's healthy and gentle to clear right now. But you can kind of pull out the junk that's in there. Angels, here you go. So to the extent it's healthy and gentle, pull out the junk in your shoulder swoop area, including your auras around there. Engage your angels. Angels, here you go. Pull out the junk. Angels, here you go. Pull out the junk. Angels, here you go. Okay, and then even though that's not perfect, just move on, do the next one, which is the, in bright turquoise there, the shoulder bridge, Sanjiao 14 and 15. So the bright turquoise meridian that you see in the diagram going up the arm slightly to the back there, just a little bit. So 13 is that point right in the upper arm, and then 14 and 15 is this, what I call the shoulder bridge area right there, that bright turquoise line. 14 is one of the dots, 15 is the other dot. So you could do 13 also if you want in your upper arm. So they're just little chakras, so you use so much gold light that they repair and unblock. And then 14 and 15 is the shoulder bridge area, Sanjiao 14 and 15. SJ stands for Sanjiao, which is the name of that meridian, that turquoise one in the diagram. So your shoulder bridge area, it's just my little nicknames. And I'll just pull out the junk to the extent it's healthy and gentle. Pull it out, angels, here you go. Pull out for your shoulder bridge, angels, here you go. Pull it out, angels, here you go. Ease it out, maybe that's a better phrase. Ease it out, all the junk that's not you in your shoulder bridge area. And give it to your angels, angels, here you go. Ease it out, angels, here you go. Ease it out, angels, here you go. Including your auras right around there, so all around there. Ease it out, angels, here you go. Ease it out, angels, here you go. And the chakras themselves, 14 and 15, Sanjiao 14, Sanjiao 15. A couple deep breaths. Unlock your spine, including your sacrum, just to kind of rebalance a little, recenter. Unblock your grounding. All right, so the next one is that the one in brown in the diagram that I wrote, the shoulder zigzag, small intestine 9 to 15. So that's the dark brown line in the diagram that zigzags in the behind the clavicle bone, behind the, your shoulder blades right there. So that first point, small intestine 9, that's the dot that you see on the brown line there, right by the armpit. So you could massage that area really gently if you want. That's small intestine 9. And just imagine a copy of that whole meridian and just unblock those points, repair them, your little chakras. And the straight part of that, those 3 points right there, so that would be 13, 14, 15, small intestine 13, 14, 15. You can So you can ease out anything that's not you that is healthy and gentle to clear right now out of that whole shoulder zigzag area. So small intestine 9 to 15. Just go light through it, ease out anything that's not you, that's good to get rid of, and just here you go. Ease it out, and just here you go. Ease all that out, including your auras immediately behind that area. Just ease out whatever you need to get rid of, and just here you go. Ease it out, and just here you go. And again, your intention is you want to do what's healthy and gentle to do right now. Okay, ease out what's healthy and gentle to get rid of, and just here you go. Ease it out, and just here you go. Ease out what's not you, and just here you go. So and then you can do all three areas, your shoulder swoop area, your shoulder bridge area, and your shoulder zigzag area. So just this whole kind of area. You can just imagine any hardness in there or in your auras immediately around there. That is healthy and gentle to get rid of right now. And just lift it off of you. And just here you go. Lift it off of you, and just here you go. Keep breathing, breathe into your shoulders, breathe into your legs, your pelvic area. All right. So good job, good job, good job. Let's see, we'll do the... That's funny. Good job. That was amazing. You're amazing. So that was healing and unblocking your shoulder points, which helps physically, but also psychologically, mentally, with productivity, state of mind, all sorts of good things. Easy be good. Okay. So, you can have, the part of the theme is positive change, right? And also confidence and purpose, this helps as well. You can have energy in your life that you've been dealing with your whole life. Possibly from your genetic parents or your genetic siblings or from your genetic grandparents in this life, or just the culture that you were brought up in, the religion that you were brought up in. But there can be heavy oppressive energy that it's hard to really define what it is, because it's just, you feel it all the time, right? So I'm going to describe that as a heavy box with a lid that you're inside of. So you're in this heavy box and a heavy lid, and you just try to do your best and live your best life, but you're in this heavy box with a heavy lid over you, which is, kind of unnecessarily just oppressive. So the idea is you can imagine, to the extent that's healthy and gentle, you can imagine the heavy box with the heavy lid that has been around you, and with angel help you can lift off the lid and lift off the box or melt it away, blow it up, whatever amuses you the most, and clear it. And that can be a nice way to manifest positive change, like sort of surprise yourself, because by removing stuff that's been oppressive for a very long time, it can really refresh you and make things just easier and help bring in positive change that you've been trying to do for a long time maybe, but it just, the heaviness has just been, occupying too much of your energy to try to just do the basics with all that heaviness around you. So hope that makes sense. It's just a way to clear burdens, heaviness that you've had for a while. It could be just like maybe, a couple years, but this kind of stuff I'm talking about probably has been with you your whole life, or a large part of your life. But it's still easy to clear with energy. So that was explaining. So now we will do So check your grounding, make sure you're here, make sure you're grounded. Just comb through your grounding, make it wide and flowing, especially in the back. And just imagine like a little mini you, and imagine whatever heaviness that you've been dealing with, maybe you have no conscious awareness of it because it's always been there, so you don't really think about it. But just imagine, if there is sort of some heavy, oppressive, burdening energy that is healthy and gentle to get rid of, you could imagine it like a big box with a heavy lid, and you're inside the box, and you've been inside the box this whole time. So then just use gold light and loosen up the lid of the box. And you can melt the whole lid, or you can lift off the lid and just give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Or you can melt off the lid and blow it up if you're healing yourself, and that amuses you. And then you could lift yourself out of the box. That might amuse you. And then just melt the box that way. Or you could just, like dissolve the box from around you. Or, it just depends on what amuses you. You can melt one of the walls and then just walk out of the box and then blow up the rest of the box. Whatever amuses you. So the idea is now you've destroyed that heavy box and the heavy lid, so it's not oppressing you anymore. So we'll do that again, but let's just chill out for a sec, recenter. So go ahead, heal run gold light through your spine, all the way down to your sacrum bone at the bottom of your spine, your legs. Unblock your groundings. So let's do that again. Go ahead and imagine a little mini you, and imagine something that's healthy and gentle to get rid of right now, but it's been oppressing you for a long time, maybe even multiple lifetimes. Imagine it as a heavy box that you're inside of, and there's a heavy lid on the box. And you could say, angels, help me do this. And just use so much gold light and lift off the box lid and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And you can just sort of make a hole in the bottom of it and lift the box up around you, get rid of it, and give it to your angels. And get rid of the little bottom of the box that you were standing on. Give yourself a little healing. Give yourself some gold confetti, maybe. Let's see, give yourself some gold confetti as you're standing there. And again, just deep breath, recenter yourself, breathe into your toes, unblock your grounding, unblock your spine, all the way down to your sacrum bone. Comb through all your auras. can redo your gold buffer zones. All right, let's do that one more time. Just imagine if there is another level of oppressive energy that you've been handling for a long time that is healthy and gentle to get rid of. Imagine like a little mini you, and imagine that oppressive heavy energy like a box that you've been inside of, living your life as best you can. And just imagine the heavy lid of that box and lift off the lid with lots of gold light. Give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And you can break down the walls of the box and the floor of the box and just remove it from around you. Give that to your angels. Angels, here you go. And give yourself a nice healing. A couple deep breaths. You can get rid of that little image of yourself. So good job with that. That's a lot. So you get some butterflies on that one. Good job. Good job, good job. So that was clearing heavy oppressive energy by imagining it like a heavy box around you with a lid above you, and you get rid of it all. Woo-hoo. So now, I'm going to try something else. So I've done this before in different healings here and there. You can imagine that you're a ship, like on open waters, and look at the direction that your ship is traveling, and compare that to what you would ideally like. Like what level of and we're doing it in this case to help the theme, so positive change, direction, and purpose, right? So what's the level of positive change, direction, and purpose, or confidence, positive change, confidence, and purpose that you would like? Imagine that as a direction of your ship. So, okay, here's your ship, the direction of your ship for the confidence and positive change and purpose that you would like is here, but right now your ship is already traveling in that direction maybe, or maybe it's not, it's traveling in a different direction. And you want to clear enough baggage so that, to the extent that's healthy and gentle, that your ship is more closely going in that direction or exactly going in that direction. It depends, like maybe there's, you know, more that you need to clear over time. But you want to look at, okay, well, this is the level of positive change that I would really like, and what's healthy and gentle for me to do today. Maybe it's this, and what am I right now? I'm right there. So let me clear more baggage so that my ship direction is supporting my goals with the theme, you know, my level of confidence I want, the level of positive change I want, the level of purpose I want. Okay, so we're going to clear the baggage. Imagine your ship direction, but if that blows your mind, you know, just clear baggage. But that's what we're going to do. Okay, so so this is doing. So just imagine yourself as a ship and look at the direction you're traveling right now, and then imagine, you know, the level of healthy and gentle change that would help you with the theme. Positive change, confidence, purpose, and go ahead and you want to clear enough baggage so that your ship is traveling in this slightly altered direction. Right? You want to change the direction of your ship so that it's more supportive of your positive growth, your change, your confidence, your purpose, right? So you can just You can still imagine your ship if you want, or just imagine it at the end when you're done. And just lay out all the baggage that would help you change direction, to help support your theme, your goals. And just melt your baggage. Just stack it all up. Say, angels, is it okay to clear all this? And then whatever's there is still there is good to clear right now. And just melt it away. Lots of gold light through your hands. So again, keep in mind, of course, that change is incremental, and there's a healthy amount that we're aiming for today. So, what direction is your ship traveling now, and what's the ideal for today? What's the healthy and gentle ideal for today? And if you're not already at it, you can clear more baggage. Put out a big gold blanket, dump all your baggage. That would help you to change your ship direction so that you're more in line with what's ideal for today, as far as positive change and confidence and purpose. And say, angels, is it okay to clear all this baggage? And then go ahead and melt the baggage that's there. If you have any baggage left over that hasn't cleared, you can use the gold blanket if you have one, or just wrap it up in gold light and give it to your angels. So, angels, can you help me with this? And if you weren't noticing before, just check your ship direction. And did it change direction at all? And, is it more closely fitting that ideal for today of what is ideal for your positive change and confidence and purpose? And I'm just combing through, so good job. Just combing through everything for a second. Auras, grounding. And I'm looking at a sample person for a second. Okay, one of the last things that we're going to be doing for this healing is unblocking your spiritual path. So you imagine everyone has a path that's unique to them. Even if you're very close to somebody, you care about them a lot, they're wonderful, they have their own spiritual path, you have your own spiritual path. And so just imagine, you can imagine it like a road that's just for you, and see if you're on it, versus like maybe you're lost on a side road. So if you are lost on a side road, you're not on your path, just say, angels, can you help me to get back on my path? So then now you're on your path, but are you looking forward? Are you looking ahead? Can you see your way ahead? And is your way ahead unblocked? And so that's what we're going to deal with right now. We're going to just use lots of gold light and unblock behind you on your path, because maybe there are some burdens that you're dragging forward that are unnecessary. So just melt away any heaviness, any big rocks that you're dragging forward with you on your path. And ahead of you, unblock your spiritual path. Ahead of you, you don't want any unnecessary blocks there. Sometimes things are for learning and you learn a lot, but sometimes there's just unnecessary dramas because somebody dumped something on your space, or in your space, on your path, or because, say, your inner baggage is manifesting weird, unnecessary burdens and blocks ahead of you on your path. that's how inner baggage can unnecessarily complicate your life, and you don't have as much simplicity or as much serenity as you would like. So you can just unblock your path and melt away whatever dramas that are unnecessary ahead of you on your path. Just melt them away with gold light. Just go ahead and melt away unnecessary dramas. And while you're at it, you can make a big gold blanket out in front of you and just put on it any inner baggage of yours that's helping you to manifest unnecessary dramas. And then just melt that unnecessary drama baggage that you have. Big gold blanket, put on it your unnecessary drama baggage, and just melt it away with lots of gold light. Okay, so just be aware of you on your spiritual path. And just notice, are there big walls ahead of you, big rocks ahead of you? Just melt them away with lots of gold light. Just look for any unhealthy, unnecessary drama or oppressive energy that's unnecessary on your path, and just melt it away. So you can have a nice, steady forward momentum. So you can unblock inner flow river is one of the last things we're doing, or the last thing, we'll see. But you can imagine a river that represents everything within your space that should ideally be flowing. So even your bones, you should ideally have nice energy of yours flowing through your bones, your nerves, your organs, your every body system, physical body meridians, chakras, auras, grounding, all that. So you imagine a river that represents all of that, and just unblock it and wash out anything that's not you, so that you have really good flow, and you also have good volume, a quantity of energy that is more than enough for the level of positive change you want, for the level of purpose and confidence that you want. These chakras and all the things that we worked on, manifestation rings, creative rings, gold spheres, all that, you're able to generate more than enough energy if you're unblocked enough, if you're repaired enough. So just if you feel like there's any damaged parts of your inner flow river, any blocked parts, to the extent that's healthy and gentle, go ahead and repair and unblock that stuff, so that you're able to generate enough energy, more than enough energy for yourself. And it just feels a lot better. It's a lot more effective if it's all flowing well. So just melt away the clogs. All right. Great job. So now I'll just wrap up. Just comb through everything. all your auras, your major chakras along your spine. Your shoulders, your arms, your spine, your upper torso, lower torso, your legs, your feet. Your auras all around your body, including the bottom part of your auras, from like maybe here down or here down. Just make sure all that's really unblocked. Above your head and above the top of your aura. If you have any junk up there, just melt it away. Couple deep breaths. Breathe into every cell of your body. Breathe into your auras, your groundings. Come through the back of your auras, the back of your groundings, back of your chakras. And you can say, angels, can you please help me wrap up this healing? And of course you can remind yourself, you can let your angels help you more and more on this. Like if this topic is near and dear to your heart, and maybe you're nervous, you're not going to do the video enough consciously, you just say, I'm going to let my angels help me with this as much as I need. Couple deep breaths. All right. Let's see, what celebration do I want? All right, good job, good job. That was a healing. You're amazing. Woo, 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 woo. Yay. We'll do the kids. Now that they don't scream. I hope that was okay. I even heard it that time, but quietly, so I hope it was okay. All right, good. So that's a healing. You're amazing. So I will quickly glance at comments. If you have comments about the topic or how this healing was for you, how you're doing now after the healing. If you haven't done it and you liked the live stream or this video later when you're watching, please give it a thumbs up if you feel like it, because that can help. Oh, right. Looking for comments I haven't read yet. Hi Janet, love the pink. Thank you for quieting down the kids. Their shouting was quite jolting for this teacher. Yeah, that was from before, I hope. I hope not now. But one benefit of aging is that I don't hear noises that bother younger ears. LOL. This is, it may look pink in the video. It's like a peachy apricot color. In reality. Hi, Janet, like a coral, maybe. A washed out orange. Hi, Janet. I like the heavy box and lid exercise. I feel I've been stuck in a box with my business, but I like the visual of this exercise. Same with the ship exercise. Look forward to practicing them. Oh, good. I have been yawning since the heavy box exercise. That's probably a good thing. You can unblock your third chakra a little bit extra. You have some hard objects stuck in there. So just keep lifting out hard objects and then do a little extra repair of your third. Yawning, feeling fatigue, feeling lower energy, third chakra often is related to that. Someone says no echo for me on this live stream. Oh, that's good. I like the butterflies. Thank you, Janet. I do too. I'm glad you like it. I feel calm but so sleepy. Yeah, so for you too. Third chakra, you don't have hard objects, but you have stuff stacked up. And the front of your third layer has like several big pieces of old baggage triggered there. So front of third chakra, front of third layer, and third chakra. Just keep unblocking. I mean, a nap would be nice if you had time for that, but I don't know that you do. So you could just unblock your third chakra and your third layer. And but yeah, your grounding looks good. Hi, Janet. I feel good overall. Think the heavy box one is probably good for me to rework after the set. Also, the not being sure about good boundaries versus control applies to me at times. Yeah, I think it applies to a lot of people. But I'm glad it made sense to you. Yeah, clearing control issues can save a lot of time and energy. Even if you don't think you're controlling, even if the people around you don't think you're controlling, because a lot of it's very subtle. Sometimes it's very obvious to people around you, but maybe it's just more subtle and subconscious. So I think it's a good thing to work. All right, well, cool. I'll show my dogs as I end the live stream here. And my amaryllis bulbs are flowering even more now, so that's kind of exciting for me. I could show them. So this is the one that's blooming the most right now, and all 4 blooms are blooming, which is cool. Ta-da! I just bought this amaryllis bulb like a month or 2 ago. So I can't really take credit for these flowers. I mean, someone else grew the bulb and all that, but I enjoy them. So that's that one. And then this one, the tall one. So tall. So this one is starting to grow, which is exciting. And that one looks like it's going to have 4 blooms too. And then it's got this extra one right here. So how about that? Yay for me. Alright, so then I'll show the puppies. Flowers and dogs. Smokey is around somewhere sleeping, so maybe I'll show him. Anyway, that's Abel. He was walking around the most during the live stream, I think. And then that is Easy right there looking at us. He's the one that had the health issue Thursday night, of course, the early Friday morning before the healing. He had a kind of a medical emergency, but we were able to handle it ourselves, which is cool. And he's got a vet appointment coming up on Wednesday. Exciting stuff. All right, bye. You're so amazing, and good for you for healing yourself. And if you don't have time and you feel like, oh, I'm not healing myself enough, just say, okay, I'm going to let my angels heal me and guide me, right? Because your angels are always able to heal you. So that's way better than nothing. Super much better than nothing. All right. You're amazing.